What's up YouTube? I'm Danielle. Welcome to Kitchen Optimist. I'm a novice cook, but expert eater, taking on recipes that scare the sugar out of me, 1 teaspoon at a time. Today we're trying macaron, known for being difficult, finicky, extremely sensitive to moisture. They're also known for being delicious. Have I ever baked before? Yes. Am I a good baker? That's subjective. Am I gonna fail horribly? I don't know, let's find out. I'm using the Preppy Kitchen's recipe and directions. I've been following him for years. He takes gorgeous photos of delicious looking dessert. Plus there was easy in the description. So it feels like a good place to start. Baking super exact. I'm a rule follower. I always get hung up on, oh my God, did I do that exactly right? So I guess it's a little bit like immersion therapy for me. I got a cooking scale. I do have a sifter. As a dumb American, grams scare me. Satisfying open, dump it in. Nope, no I'm not. So first I'm gonna put the cup on and hit the tare button so that it zeroes out. I'm in milliliters. Unit, gram. Okay, I'm at 84, 85, 83. Ooh, this feels super exact. I feel like this is definitely gonna work out. And take it off before it changes on me. Powdered sugar. I apparently can't talk and measure at the same time. That was 102, let's get to 28. We're gonna call that 28 and we're gonna call that 29. Oh no guys, I think I already messed up. Uh-oh, I missed a step. So it turns out that the food processing stage comes before the combining the almond flour and sugar phase. Okay, so false alarm. It turns out I was supposed to combine them and sieve them together and then pulse them and start sieving. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but this is how much it's come out. I'm gonna be here all day. Oh no, there's so much caught in there. We'll come back to that. He says don't push things through, but there's like so much in here. I'm worried how much this is gonna affect the ratio if I lose all of this. All right, I'm breaking the rules. If these fail, we know why. I don't know what else to do. We're gonna put this in the food processor. Actually, let's just wipe that bowl again. Okay, it's connected. I have whizzed it once, and I have to sieve it again, and then I have to do the whole thing 2 more times. It says don't push them through, but can I break them up? Gently pat them, and if they happen to go through, that works. That feels like an acceptable amount of loss. Next up is egg whites, cream of tartar, and then gradually adding in the salt and the sugar. One piece of prep that I did do is to age my egg whites. It's 3 egg whites, allegedly. It's 100 grams of egg whites. We're gonna bring our scale back. It says they need to be room temperature. Well, that's a bummer. That's 3 eggs, 3 aged eggs. It's only 93 grams. Now I have to go get a young egg white, a cold egg white, and hope it doesn't ruin everything. It's like these eggs didn't know that they were supposed to be the exact same size. Somebody fire those chickens. 800 milligrams or 1/4 teaspoon cream of tartar. I don't think it can feel milligrams. So we're gonna stick with teaspoons. Mistake number 75. I added the cream of tartar before I started whisking the eggs and before they got foamy. My eggs and my cream of tartar are foamy, so now I'm going to measure out and add my sugar, all caps slowly. 90 grams of granulated sugar, just under 1 cup, just under half a cup. 90, final. Got very excited about my food coloring. Forgot my vanilla. We're gonna add it in now. We're doing a little over 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm back here with my bowl of whipped to stiff peat. As we've already established, I don't really know what I'm doing. This is my first time doing this, but it's always somebody's first time doing something. So this, I hope, is just a realistic view of what that's gonna be like, the steps you might forget, how much they affect the final outcome, and letting you know what it's like as a regular person trying to make something beautiful in the kitchen. Baking is like chemistry. Now, I never took chemistry, but I know that ratios are important. I'm just obsessing over the fact that these ratios are going to be messed up by what's left on the whisk. But I have to imagine that I am not the only person who this happens to. It can't just be like a law of physics in my kitchen. So I'm gonna let it go and do what I usually do at this stage of anything being whipped with sugar in it. Not mad at that. The next thing I'm supposed to do is fold in 1/3 of the dry goods at a time. I'm approximating what I think folding in is. So we've got the 1/3 in. I'm gonna call this folded. This step says be careful and fold in the remaining of the dry ingredients. I think I've been doing everything carefully. I mean, I've been trying. Is this step particularly dangerous? Is this the step that was gonna ruin these macarons? I'm not sure if that was careful, but it's the best I can do. So hot take, you have to get your spatula all the way to the bottom because you could be like me and be really convinced that you are almost done and then realize that nope, there's a whole bunch of little granules there at the bottom that would have ruined my macaronage. Like that kid who came back from their study abroad and just was calling it Ibiza. That's what I feel like when I try to pronounce macaron correctly. Hey Siri, how do you pronounce macaron in French? Macaron, macaron. So the direction is to continue folding it until it is like lava. It's lava uniform. Egg whites aren't. I'm not sure what the course of action there is. Do you just keep folding? Is all lost? I've prepped my baking pan with parchment paper. Now I'm gonna fill a pastry bag and try my hand at piping these. Let's swirl it at the top and try to make them regular sizes. Sir, I will do my best. I do not have a completely even spacing between all of them, so we may end up with a few ginormous conjoined twin macaron, but other than that, I hope this is right. Tastes good. So one thing I've discovered is how hard it is to spoon in a sticky lava-like substance and also hold a floppy bag open. All right, there's still some left in here, but I think I'm just gonna have to charge it to the baking game because I don't have any more pans. We've tapped them. We're supposed to let them sit out for 40 minutes or until a skin develops over the top of them. I know how to wait and I know how to set a timer. So I'm just gonna do that and then test them at the 40-minute marks and go on from there. So I've got 10 minutes left before I can put them in the oven. I'm gonna use this time to do my filling. I'm just doing a simple American buttercream. I looked at the directions for a French buttercream and that was just like a bridge too far. That was gonna be the thing that broke me. It was gonna be like the time that I tried to do boxing as fasted cardio. Heart palpitations, dizziness, regretting every decision that had brought me to that point right there. So American buttercream it is. It'll be delicious. I've done this before and I'm less stressed out about screwing it up. I'm also less concerned about weighing everything. American buttercream is just a lot more forgiving. I need some forgiveness in this kitchen right now. I'm gonna do a 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla. God damn it. I jumped the gun on my vanilla. We're gonna take 1 stick of butter, so 1/2 cup. I took this butter out earlier. It is room temperature. Our house also gets really cold, so we're working with what we got. We're doing a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All right, let's do it. All right, let's plug it in. All right, let's put it in the proper position. So important learning, it might not work when there's only 1/2 stick of butter. Let's take this out. We're gonna sift in more sugar. The word of the day is sift. Action of the day is sift. Just when I thought I was out, the scale sucked me back in. Preppy Kitchen gives the amount of sugar in grams or a pound, which I have just discovered are not convertible to cups. sounds like my oven's ready. The directions say sift in part of it, mix it, and then add some more. I'm doing the thing I'm not supposed to do again, which is pressing sugar through. I hate waste, I can't help it. Okay, so the verdict is in. There's definitely not enough in here for it to mix up. Guys, I'm struggle bus on this. It is just not combining properly. This was supposed to be my easy win. It's what I'm used to buttercream looking like, so that feels good. So we'll add more sugar and repeat the process. Those macarons are starting to smell really good. I can't say that they're starting to smell right because I've never made them before, but it smells sort of like toasted marshmallowy. It's firming up nicely, coming into a nice ball. Last of the sugar. Cheating. Okay, so my macaron are out of the oven. Now I just have to wait for this to cool entirely. If the goal is to have it all in one big lump on the beaters, then mission accomplished. This is all I have scraped down. All of it is right there. So I just put it on max. The majority of it came off. We're in way better shape. Okay, now we are going back to our half a tablespoon of vanilla. Give it a go. These are for me to eat. They're not going to be perfect. Tastes like buttercream. I am gonna wipe off the rest of this frosting, wait for the macaron to finish cooling, then I'll assemble them and stuff my face. I didn't anticipate how quickly these would cool, but I guess since they're so light and airy, exactly like they're supposed to be, they're completely cool and completely toasted. So if anybody is looking for tan to medium macarons, I am your girl. But I am seeing that they do have the feet. Do you think I could sell pictures of these on OnlyFans? You know, the whole feet thing? One of the things I definitely could use work on is size matching. These guys, the ones that were on the top rack, are way less toasted. Not saying that I'm an expert, but not saying I'm not. Whoops, RIP. My macaron are like eyebrows. They're sisters, not twins. Now to pairing and filling them. Okay. We're done. We did it. My macaron are a bit rustic looking. One could say I was going for that homemade feel, and that I achieved. I definitely overfilled them with frosting. Even with that though, the outside is crispy and the inside is chewy. They're good. Preppy Kitchen does that they take 15 minutes to prep and 25 minutes to cook. I'm not really sure how because they're only in the oven for 14 minutes. The way recipe writers describe timing is like they're gold medal Olympic athletes and I am high school JV. It's like they're Usain Bolt and I'm me. I can't trust the timing that they put there. I set myself the whole day to do this and it sort of took that. From start to finish, it took me 4 hours and 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Let's say it took an hour has to do with trying to document this. That's still 3 hours. An optimistic 3 hours is what this took me. Doing this for the first time. Don't believe the 40-minute fantasy that is written on these recipes. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. Take that into consideration. The buttercream does feel really out of place to me, I won't lie. You need patience. You need to be able to follow directions, which sometimes was a problem for me, as you saw. Don't use the bottom level in your oven because they'll get crispy. 2 drops of gel food coloring batter is not enough. All in all, kind of nitpicky and annoying, but not actually hard. I follow the directions mostly, and they came out as directed. But like, would I make these again? Probably, just to say that I can, because that's the kind of person that I am. And definitely because I want to try out the French buttercream, but I don't know that it's worth it. They're not life-changing. I'm not sure if I thought that they were gonna be, but they're fine. They're good. It's a good recipe. But regardless, I made these successfully, semi-successfully. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe. This has been Kitchen Optimist, fighting the good fight for mediocre cooks everywhere. Stay sweet.